Hello, friends. How are you? I am a little sad because I was remembering all the bad things that happened to me in very years ago.
Tell us what you remember.
Um, what bad thing that happened to me was that when I was in the middle high school. I was taking a computer test and in my first year in the middle school. The school computers were too old. So they didn't work well. I was taking the test and the power in the middle school went out in the whole school for a few minutes. 10 minutes, I guess. I don't remember. The light was gone. And when the lights came back on, everyone continued to take their exam. But I had saved my exam. So the paper in the computer has been removed. I was too sad since there were only 20 minutes left and the exam was so long. The computer teacher for my middle school didn't want to help me get my exam back, but I started crying and I think that made him want to help me. He went back to the page one for the test and I had time to copy the whole test again. I was able to finish my exam and I get an A. I did it and I thought my birthday didn't enter because when school ends, my dad didn't go to school for me. So I had to walk to my grandmother's house and the weather was so hot. So I got very tired, obviously. I have to admit that it was such a long bed, but I finally arrived into my fatigue made my body go rest. And the only good thing about my day was when my grandmothers make my favorite food, so I feel great, obviously. But they didn't know want to me to have a good day. So my brother ate a lot of my food. I hope I don't another day this bad because I really feel sad.
Well, I don't compete with you, but I did have a bad day. I start from yesterday during the week. I worked on my project for July physics class. I was about to finish. When I realized that there was missing materials and decided to go to tea store but by them. When I returned, my uncles and their children had arrived to visit. I greeted them and went over my room, and what a surprise took me. My cousin had thrown my project on the floor. It was ruined. I stayed up all night trying to fix it. As always, I had activated my alarm, but I was so tired that I didn't realize I made another mistake. I put PM instead of AM, so it would never rain. When I opened my eyes, I was already late. I prepared myself as fast as I could and I went out to take the bus. I was 30 minutes late. The teacher didn't want to let me in. I had to be her. And indefinitely she let me in. But I will be punished for community work. In community work for a week from today. It felt only like a bucket of cold water. Since an hour after my normal starting time, I had to attend my volleyball tournament. Obviously, I didn't go better and they left my out of state competencies. A year of training thrown away. If I had been home when my uncles and cousins arrived, none of this would be happening. I would be celebrating with my team for having qualified for the state competencies.
Oh no,
So
your
bad.
day
So,
cannot.
so really bad.
Yeah, so bad. But your day cannot
Yeah.
compare to all the things I had to go through, and the many times I want to die. I had a special day trying to give someone a special gift, but let me talk about. In the day, I was having a pending party to go, and the day was completely planned hour by hour, and I didn't buy a gift for the birthday boy, and I went to the Bodega Herrera. I was looking for a special cake one where the car's logo was decorated on it. There was just one, but when I was getting closer, a lady walked faster and took it before me. I was like, damn, that cake was made just for me. And I asked the bakery if over there was another car's cake. It was not. I had to visit another bakery, a real one, and I was asked again if there was a car's cake. The bakery told me that yes, and I have. And I about the gift was ready, and only left it was to give it. I didn't see a rock and a fake step. I drove the box, and the cake was completely ruined. I was not having a lot of money, and the idea of giving a cake was completely cancelled. I decided to make the cake by myself. The idea of making a homemade cake was looking very attractive. Yeah, I guess. But oh no, more than just a cake was born. Another was to run, another were dried. I was committing mistake by mistake. I got up and I asked a cake to my mom to help me in the kitchen. She was teach me very useful tricks. My knowledge was gone and I adopt those to my mother and me. When the cake was done, I drove the car, but by I stopped, the cake got broken, and my day got really pissed off by a cake I really wanted.
Well, my history begins in this way. 9 years ago, when I was 7 years old, I used to play to soccer because in my family, all of us, my uncles, my brothers, and my parents playing to soccer. And one day, we had to travel because my brothers and their friends were playing soccer in Guadalajara. So we stayed in a hotel. The next day, I was playing for a few minutes into the pool with, all my parents, all my friends, and all my family. So suddenly, my mom called off to get out to eat jam and cheese sandwiches. Yes, I remember. And you know, I was the younger, so I had to wait to everyone get out into the pool. When I trying to get out, uh, I sleep it. I sleep because um, all of day and had left wet to the border, so I fall into the pool, and suddenly a friend of my brother jumped into the pool to save me, and I was literally watching him under the water. And yeah, basically was my history because um, it was the worst day of my life. And yeah, this is the end. Finally, finally is all.